Hello there. By now you probably would have seen that we have officially got a new government with the coalition deal being signed. And it's great because it means we can go back to 1965 with confidence that we know exactly what we're doing. You see, a lot of what's actually been agreed to in the coalition agreement is regressive. It's repealing stuff, it's cancelling things. In fact, the only new thing that's in there is getting job sharing in place for the Deputy Prime Minister's role. So that change that New Zealanders voted for was essentially a 78-year-old man who's already held the position twice doing the same job for half of a term and then giving it to David Seymour. That doesn't really seem like change. At the same time, the other changes that are in place include a whole bunch of stuff that are going to make cookers happy, your conspiracy theorists. Like the fact they're getting rid of the Therapeutics Products Bill. This was a bill that was 20 years in the works of being put together to replace an old bill around medication that predates the internet. It's gone. Or the RSE stuff in schools around reproduction and sexuality. Gone. That was 30 years worth of research that the National Party put into place. They're also getting rid of things like Let's Get Wellington Moving and Light Rail for Auckland. They're getting rid of He Puapua and putting a stop on that automatically, as well as using any kind of te reo Māori and any kind of communication outside of an industry or a ministry that deals specifically with Māori. They want to go through and check every single law about what it says in relation to the principles of the treaty. And they're going to start the process for this particular treaty referendum that David Seymour wanted, but there's no guarantee it'll get across the line. They're only going to get it to select committee stage. But that's still going to be really, really fucking divisive. In fact, this whole thing in this agreement is really backwards. Getting rid of things like te whatu ora or he puapua. Gone. Getting rid of council's abilities to just go in and say, let's put in Māori wards. They want to go back to having referenda, which have always failed. Fair payment agreements, gone. Like everything that seemed in any way progressive is being stepped back. And that's horrifying to think about, but this is the change that New Zealanders wanted. So for the next 3 years, we have to sit back and watch these things being rolled back so that we can somehow feel like 1965 is a boomer year for us again, even though it's 50 years too late for it. What we're going to see in the next few years is going to be painful, but don't worry, because there is something you can actually do about it. It's called vote in the next election. Get out there and make sure you vote. Make sure that there are policies that you like to vote for, and keep a track of all the things that happen between now and then that piss you off, that annoy you, that hurt people you love. Because there will be a few. Because let's face facts, this coalition agreement is one of the most regressive coalition agreements we have ever seen in this country.